this is the very first session on learning about pressure on his halter, which is the beginning of learning how to lead for my tip Mustang Dudley. He's pretty resistant to the pressure at first, which is totally normal. He tends to step into it and then right away try to move away. But as he's moving away and fighting it, I just keep applying the pressure. So here he steps into the pressure, and as soon as I release, he moves away again. So I just keep applying until he truly steps into it, and then he gets a good release. So here he pulls me towards him, and that big step that he pulled kind of sets him off. But I keep applying pressure until he stops moving and steps towards me. So when I say I release the pressure, I mean that the pulling on his halter goes away as soon as he steps into it, and that's just his reward for doing good. So after all this resisting he only does a small shuffle to the side, but I still release it because it's still moving into the pressure. Now here, he scares himself and whips around, and it's not always easy holding on in those situations, so I kind of redirect him so that I can flip the rope back over his head and pull him back into me. Because he's so scared of me, I don't expect much of him. I just want him to move into the pressure. That doesn't mean he has to take a big giant step towards me, just even a little shuffle counts. So here, he wanted to pull me away, but he felt the pressure and stepped into it, so that's really good. He's definitely starting to understand how to step into the pressure, especially since whenever he does try to resist, he decides to not resist and just step towards me instead. And right now I'm not worried about correcting him turning his haunches towards me after he takes a step. He's doing that because he's very guarded of his face, so he doesn't want to be fully facing me. He'd rather me be on his side where he's most comfortable. So that's something I will probably work on in the next session or the one after that, because right now we're just focusing on learning to step into the pressure on his halter. So he did try to pull away again here, but when he felt pressure, he stepped into it instead, and I'm glad he made that decision. So now that he knows how to step into pressure, I'm bringing it up to the next level and walking while pulling to kind of start the process of leading. So even though he's not taking big steps towards me, I think he's doing amazing. And after these next few steps with me, I'm going to end the session just because I want to end on a good point and let him take this all in for tomorrow.